Welcome back to the channel, my freedom-loving 2A supporting patriots, for another Sunday Thoughts episode. This one I'm going to quickly try and cover two subjects. So our first one is going to be back in 2013 here in Colorado. They passed a law where outlawing any magazines with a capacity over 15 rounds. So when that happened, Magpul said, "You guys passed this, we're out of here." They passed it, Magpul left, so good on them for supporting our rights. And I wish more companies, 2A minded companies, would be like that. But ever since that law passed in 2013, the Rocky Mountain gun owners has been fighting against it, trying to get it overturned. And so 7 months ago, the final court hearing was heard before the Colorado Supreme Court, so as high as it could get here in the state. And we're finally expected to get a decision on that tomorrow at some point. So I'm going to try and make a video on it tomorrow, letting you guys know what happened with the case. I'm going to be up in the mountains working on a 2-week job up in Breckenridge, so I won't be down here in town, so we'll see how that kind of goes with cell phone service and all that jazz, but I will try and keep you guys posted on that tomorrow. Fingers crossed on it. And the other thing that's kind of been going on here locally that's garnering a lot of national attention is the McClain case. It's a young man who tragically died, basically, in police custody last year, August 2019. And with everything going on around the country, all the protests and riots, this case has been gaining more and more attention now and gaining steam. And yesterday they had protests for it, and like kind of a protest / remembrance vigil for him. And this all took place within 2 miles of the house. So I was kind of keeping an eye out all day yesterday. And apparently they had a pretty good turnout for it. And we're marching down streets, shutting down streets. Marched down one of the major highways here. Had to shut down the highway. And so everything seemed pretty calm and peaceful until later in the night, of course. And then from what I heard, protesters who were there were gathering rocks and bottles and sticks, and then the cops started using pepper spray and all that good jazz, and I guess some people got sprayed and supposedly hit with batons and stuff. So luckily that all stayed, basically where it was happening, about 2 miles from the house, stayed over in that direct area, and didn't transfer over here into the neighborhood. So thankfully we're all safe and sound from that, and it doesn't look like it got out of control where anything was vandalized, people's properties vandalized, and businesses and stuff like that, so that is good. If you guys want to hear more about that story, I'll put a link down in the description for Channel 7 News, which is a local station out here, and you can kind of watch that and get more details on it. But that case kind of seems to be like I said, getting more and more steam here lately with everything going on around the country. And I know a lot of people around the country are kind of on edge, with everything that's been going on. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't one of them. And thankfully I got God and I got my guns. And so I try and really lean on both of them, if that makes sense. Just because I got a Bible doesn't mean I don't have a gun. But the neighborhood lately, everyone has been shooting off fireworks for it's been over a month now, every single night. And the neighborhood's pretty fed up with it. A lot of people are fed up with it. I am. Normally it wouldn't bother me, but it just terrifies my dogs to the point where they run and hide. So it's just frustrating. And then as the night goes on, more and more around here, we're hearing gunshots. And, as you guys are all shooters yourselves, you can clearly tell the distinct difference between fireworks and gunshots. And so everyone's just kind of on edge lately. So I've been praying a lot for not just our nation, but our neighborhood as well, for the neighbors and people's properties and whatnot. So that's what's kind of going on with me. As far as I said, like the next couple weeks, I'll be out of town. So I don't know what cell service will be looking like here up there. I'm going to try and come back down home and hang out with the family on the weekend back here for the 4th. So we'll see how that goes. But If I'm kind of hit or miss here the next couple weeks, that's why, you guys. And that's all I got for this one. I appreciate you watching as always. And God bless you guys.